Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to Matador News. I'm Frankie Benkovic.
And I'm Adelaja.
The family of American ISIS hostage Kayla Mueller confirmed this morning that she is dead. Kayla Mueller was a humanitarian volunteer working in Syria. ISIS claimed that she had been killed in this building by Jordanian airstrikes. Over the weekend, her parents received a private letter from ISIS stating Mueller had died. The intelligence community authenticated the letter and her family then concluded she was dead. The cause of her death is not known. She was captured by ISIS in Syria in 2013. President Obama sent his condolences to the Mueller family.
President Obama is expected to send Congress an authorization for the use of military force to combat ISIS. So far, President Obama has relied on congressional authorizations to justify military actions against ISIS. Obama says that under earlier congressional authorization, he has the legal authority to conduct ongoing airstrikes against targets in Iraq and Syria. But some members of Congress believe Obama is operating outside the constitutional boundaries of executive power. A congressional official said that the president will ask for a 3-year authorization. The proposed authorization would not restrict the fight to certain geographical locations, but would limit the fight to ISIS. Obama's authorization would also leave open the option of sending combat troops if needed.
Police have arrested a suspect for assault and battery that occurred yesterday near CSUN. Police are searching for 3 other suspects. The attack took place near the University Village apartments. If you have any information, contact the CSUN PD by calling 911 or 818-677-2915.
The Cal State Northridge Police Department has launched its 911 campaign. The focus of the campaign is to inform students and staff at CSUN about the necessary numbers to call in case of an on-campus emergency. The police department wants people on campus to know that dialing 911 from their cell is different from dialing from a campus phone. If students dial 911 from a campus phone, the call will be directed to the CSUN Police Department and not the LAPD.
An increase in digital entertainment jobs has helped drive employment in Hollywood to its highest level in a decade. Officials say more than 8,000 new digital jobs were added to motion pictures and sound recording last year. More than 130,000 people work in the entertainment industry in Los Angeles. The chief economist with LA County Economic Development Corporation says the industry contributed about $61 billion in goods and services in 2012, and last year such figures were compiled.
And now let's go to Maria Cartaya, who has a live guest who will talk about the increase in digital jobs.
I am sitting here with Professor Nate Thomas from the CTVA department at CSUN. Thank you for being here with us. The first question we'd like to ask is, why do you think there has been an increase in digital entertainment jobs?
Well, it's actually very simple. Everything has gone digital. The way films are made, the way films are distributed, it's all digital. So that's a part of it. And the other issue is the platforms that they've all changed and they're all digital. Mm-hmm. So folks are not just watching movies on a television screen or in a movie theater, they're watching them on mobile devices. And these are all digital platforms, so that, you know, it's the way of I would say the way of the future, but it's the way of now. Yeah. Everything's digital.
Definitely. So what do you think that maybe students, like what experience you think they need in order to get jobs in this field?
Well, first of all, I think our students, or the students of today, they're so technically savvy. So, you know, I see myself as a technology immigrant, and the students today are technology natives. So they're born with this technology. So I think more so than anything, a lot of the employers are looking for people that just have the ability to think and problem solve. Mm-hmm. Because the technology is so natural for our students that they can get the technology very easily, but they need to continue to just be storytellers and learn the traditions of how to tell a story, and yeah.
So would you say digital entertainment is the future of, you know, the media overall?
Well, it is, but it's here now, and it's going to continue to grow, and more participatory types of stuff, like when you're watching the shows, the voice in those shows where you can vote and be a part of that entertainment piece. That's the way of the future.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you
back to you at the studio.
Manufacturers are increasing the use of robots in the U.S. Over the next decade, factories will be using robots to perform more tasks. According to a study, they are becoming cheaper and constraining payroll growth. Nearly 1.2 million robots are expected to be on the job by 2025.
Boston residents can't seem to catch a break from the show. Train services were stopped completely due to the amount of snow in the area. Boston has seen more than 62 inches of snowfall since January 15th. That breaks the record for any 30-day period, and Bostonians can expect even more snow over the weekend. The duration of the storm is the biggest concern. In South Boston, cleanup crews have already begun piling up the snow and dumping it in snow melters. Cities have given permission to dump the snow in the Boston Harbor, which is usually forbidden.
LA and Ventura County beaches are bracing for high surf. The National Weather Service in Oxnard says the highest surf will pound west and southwest facing beaches. The high surf could bring sets of up to 15 feet. Yesterday, the Ventura Harbor Patrol reported waves 10 to 15 feet tall. Officials at the Weather Service advise swimmers and surfers to be alert and never swim alone.
Caltrans says the Los Angeles and Orange County area has 5 of the worst highway bottlenecks in the state. At number 1 is the section of the Interstate 5 between the 710 and 605 freeways. The second worst in the state is the northbound 405 through Costa Mesa and Fountain Valley in Orange County. The third, fourth, and fifth are the southbound 170 through Valley Village and North Hollywood. In the year 2025, the state plans to build carpool lanes through the 5 freeways that consist of worst bottlenecks due to reduced traffic.
A driver who was shot after leading police on a wild chase on Los Angeles freeways last night is in stable condition. Police say the suspect was driving a stolen car erratically before crashing into several other cars. The suspect then hijacked another car with a woman inside. She managed to escape. The chase continued, but the driver was captured after he got out of the car and tried to run away. It was then an unknown officer shot him and he was arrested.
Los Angeles is going to introduce a mass alert system that will broadcast to communities when a fatal hit and run has occurred. The alert system will rely on Facebook, Twitter, and Nixle to report on recent hit and run collisions. Nixle is a website where government agencies share information to their communities. Police say that the system could help increase arrests and convictions among more than 20,000 hit and run crashes that happen each year.
And now here's Paul Chua with today's sports.
CSUN's very own third baseman, Marilyn Mitchell, has been named the Big West Conference Softball Player of the Week. The junior from Seattle, Washington, earned the honor after posting a batting average of .500 with 7 runs batted in. In an Arizona State Kajikawa Classic softball tournament, Mitchell had at least 1 hit in all 5 of Matador's games. Mitchell's play helped CSUN win 4 of its 5 games this season, its best start in 10 years. The CSUN's women's water polo team will try to redeem themselves this Friday against unranked Claremont. CSUN is at .500 with 6-5 record despite losing last weekend to USC, who is ranked number 3, and to Arizona State, ranked number 5. The CSUN women's golf team is tied for second after 2 rounds at the Matador Invitational at Wood Ranch. Rebecca Bosom led the team with a 3 over par 75. Sheena De Leon finished the tournament with 76 par. The final round of golf ends later today. The CSUN women's golf team closed out the 2015 Kajikawa Classic with a victory over Arizona State on Sunday. The Sun Devils got to 2 Matador pitchers to lead the game in the 3rd inning. But CSUN games tournament back in the top of the 4th and took a 6-3 lead. CSUN eventually won its first victory over Arizona State since 2003. The Matadors played the Desert Classic in Las Vegas this Friday. That's it for sports. Back to you, Frankie.
A Texas teenager has learned the effects of social media the hard way. Twitter user Sella tweeted a not-so-enthusiastic message about her first day of work. Sella was supposed to start her first day at Jet's Pizza in Mansfield, Texas. That is until her boss read her tweet. The owner of the restaurant took to his own Twitter account to reply to Sella's tweet. His reply to her, "You're fired." He added, "Good luck with your no money, no job life."
Thank you for watching Matador News. I'm Adelaja.
And I'm Frankie Benkovic.
And I'm Paul Chua. Have a wonderful day.